Hey Chip here, let's recap the slip that I sent out yesterday for this Jokic promo. Of course, right when I give Prizepicks their flowers on giving us good promos, this happens. 0.5 off for Jokic, so you could chalk that one down. No matter what happened on the next two picks here, this slip was going to be red regardless. But then, let's slide over down to Aaron Wiggins. Come on, man. Another 0.5. What is going on here? He goes for 4. This chalks the slip. It was chalked anyway from the Jokic play. But Dante DiVincenzo really loved this play. I know someone asked me yesterday in the comments if you should play the bump at 11.5. Yes, that did cash, of course, because Dante finished with 10. However, I responded, I do like a 0.5 bump. So let's say Dante went from 12.5 to 12. I still would have played the under there. Maybe looked for another play at that point. But if he got bumped down from 12.5 to 11.5, which I believe was the case, I really do not like these full point bumps because in case he does finish with 12 on the nose, obviously that chalks the under 11.5 plays. They're so annoying with that type of stuff because if they do end up bumping in a point down, a point in a game's a free throw, it could literally change your whole slip. It's a difference between winning and losing. So just be wary of those. And yeah, regardless, that one cashes, but this slip does not. So you could chalk us down a unit, still past 30 units in the green since the start of the channel. Again, shout out to everyone that's been trusting the tools and following along with these plays. That being said, let's jump right into it, of course, guys. I record when there's promos, and there's another one here. Pascal Siakam, let's hope he finishes with over this time. But of course, we got to take these guys. 6-point discount from his original line. This is Taco Tuesday here, so I'm going to rip his over, and we have to fill out this slip, probably with 2 extra plays to fill out our classic 3-man here for a 6x. So as always, we will be getting help from the tools from parlayers. We got the player prop optimizer and the sharp money tool. First part of my strategy, I like to dive into the sharp money tool right away. Really condenses the top plays on the Prizepicks board, compares them back to peer-to-peer exchanges like Novig, like Prizepicks, just to see where sharp bettors on those exchanges are pricing these lines, where they believe a player will go over or under. And there's a term, sharp money. We want to follow the sharp money. This is what we're trying to do here by using this tool. And I'll slide over to the second part of the strategy, which is the player prop optimizer. And you see here in the middle of your screen, you have Underdog Fantasy, DraftKings Pick 6, Better Picks. These are competitors to Prizepicks. So we're basically just seeing where the rest of the daily fantasy sports market is pricing these Prizepicks lines, so we could see if we're getting a discrepancy and if we're getting value that's exclusive to Prizepicks, really locking in value on this app and this app alone. Let's jump back over to the sharp money tool and begin our first part of the strategy, just really seeing the best plays on this board here. And you see here four greens. Like I said, it's really condensed. They really filter it down to the best. What you're looking for here in this column is a high plus line to somebody's over, and this Brook Lopez play looks like something that I want to get in automatically. It's going to be Brook Lopez under 9.5 points. I really just want to make sure he's still on the board before I start yapping like crazy. He is. Scroll through whatever. I'm gonna take his under here, and there's a couple reasons I want this guy's under. So he's under 9.5. Yes, he's a green play, 54% chance to hit. That's really a good sign for us. Minus 137 across the market here. There's a couple things I want you guys to look at. First of all, this Novig column, he's a plus 116 to his over 9.5. Sharp bettors that are betting against this line and betting against this over want to be on his under, which is the favorite direction as indicated by the tool. And then I go over to the right of your screen here to see other sports books. The whole market here is pricing his line at 9.5, but we have some heavy favorites to his under. ESPN Bet has him as a minus 165 favorite to go for 9 or less. And you see here, Pinnacle, very sharp book, is actually pricing his points line at 8.5 over or under. What does that mean? They believe that his true points line should be at 8.5, meaning that we are getting a 1-point discrepancy with his line on Prizepicks. If I go over here and look at this, I think they're the same plus 116. So if I go over to the Prizepicks tab, he's actually a plus 116 as well to his over. So both sharp bettors on the Prizepicks and Novig tab are saying that he's very favored to go for under 8 or under 9.5 points. So that's the play that I'm going to be getting in here. That's the first part of the strategy. I want to cross-reference with the second part of the strategy. And look at this, the third play right here on the tool is showing us that there's empty columns here, empty entries in these columns for the DFS apps as reference. And if you guys don't know yet, if you see empty columns here, it's just because that this line, this specific 9.5 line for Brook Lopez is not offered on these other apps because they've either been discounted or removed from these apps due to it being so favored, as I just explained with its breakdown. So I'm gonna run with that under 9.5, and there's 2 ways I could go here. I could take another play from the sharp money tool, which there's a couple here. Christie's looking nice, Amen Thompson's looking really nice, Booker's looking good. But if my play of the day is still up here, and it is, I will get it in. I believe it was on Novig. I will run it. Yeah, beautiful. It is still on Novig. So I'm going to run it from this tab here, the Novig tab. I'll explain it right now. This Reed Shepherd points rebounds under 14.5. His over's a plus 120. So again, sharp bettors on this Novig exchange are betting against this line that you see here in this column, meaning that they're betting against the over. They want to be on his favorite under direction. Only a minus 127 favorite consensus odds. But if you go here on ESPN Bet, we're getting a 1 points rebound discrepancy with his line on Prizepicks. So what is that telling us? Well, we're getting a discrepancy here, and we're getting good confirmation from sharp bettors that he is favored to go under this 14.5 line that should be still available on Prizepicks. If I go on the player prop optimizer to cross-reference, you see here in these 3 columns, there's nothing offered. So if I go on these other apps, again, this points rebounds line is either not there on these apps, or if it is there, it's discounted to his under, meaning they're not paying you full value or a fixed payout for taking his favorite under direction as per the market. So I could go here and type in Reed Shepherd on the tool. He is going to be here at 14.5 rebounds. Beautiful. I want to get this locked in. Looks like his points prop just got locked. I believe that was also a favored play to his under. It was. I'll check here too, but it doesn't really matter. You guys could get in what this plays decent as well, but because his plus line's a bit less here, I do like the plus 120 better. I like this line a bit better, only because the sharp bettors are saying that he's more likely to go under this 14.5 points and rebounds line. He's a stronger favorite to go under this line than he is to go under only his points line. So I will be rolling this as the final play of the slip. Quick recap here: Siakam tackle Tuesday. If you see this video by the time this tackle's down, just take the next tackle coming in. So Siakam over 16.5 points, Brook Lopez 9.5 points under, and Reed Shepherd 14.5 points rebounds. My play of the day that I posted on all socials. We're also going to take that under there. I'm limited to $5 on each slip I play on this account. Don't get discouraged though. If you guys could put more down on the Siakam tackle, I would definitely max it out if I could. That will do it for today's video. It's been J Chip. As always, thank you guys for all the support, and I will see you in the next one. Take it easy.